did it. I survived my first year here at Colorado State University. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the Rams Life YouTube channel. My name is Tiara, and today we are just going to be recapping our first year being a college student. Like, that is so crazy to me. So currently I am home and I moved out of my dorm. Literally everything was empty. It was just a whole process, and honestly I'm just so really happy I made it through my first year as a college student. And overall, I definitely have to say it was the experience. It was fun, you know? Like, there's not really much to say. And like, the first thing that I will say is that the year flew by so fast. Like, if it's one thing I can say, it is that the year flew by so fast. I was not expecting to be here, be back home. Like, literally a year ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous to go to college. And now it's like, I've learned so many experiences and I've just met so many people. And it's just, honestly, the first year of college, it is not scary at all. You just have to put yourself out there just a little bit. But other than that, you're going to be okay. And that is why I'm here to just give you a recap of some of the things I'm proud to accomplish my first year, and just some tips, you know, for the incoming freshmen. So to start off, I think my first tip overall would just be to stay organized. I believe I mentioned this in some of the previous videos on the channel. You need to be able to be organized when you are packing. You need to be able to stay organized when you are scheduling in classes. You also need to be organized when you have exams and finals, all of that. So I think like a big thing for me is that I've learned to be organized. So how I've done that is I've used planners, calendars. Those have been really big. Another tip that I would give overall for my first year is get out of your comfort zone. There's going to be times where you need to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have class assignments where you're going to have to go out into the world and talk to new people. Or even if you just want to make friends, you're probably going to have to get out of your comfort zone just to be able to meet new people and to learn more about yourself. I learned that if it's one thing I can go back and do, I feel like I would want to go talk to more people more. I just get really scared talking to other people. Not scared, but very nervous. And if it's one thing I wish I could have gone back to do, is to actually get out of my comfort zone and talk to more people. I did talk to some people, but I know that next year, like, I definitely want to be able to, like, you know, just go up to people. Instead of them coming up to me, I want to go up and be like, hi, I'm Tiara, let's be friends. Or I don't know, just things like that. Another tip I would give, always bring a jacket. I'm saying this because the weather here in Colorado is very bipolar. You never know what you're gonna get. And I think it's important that you should always just bring a jacket, because some days it'll be really sunny, some days it'll be really cold, and then some days it's sunny, but it's cold because it can be very windy. Another tip I'd give is to not go to bed so late. There were times when I went to bed very late in the school year, and obviously I survived, but there were times where I was like, man, I wish I went to bed a little bit earlier. And so I think it's important that you're just getting enough sleep and just not running on 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning every day. I think it's really important that you get the 7 hours that you do need to be able to really function throughout the week, because it'll get hectic. Another tip that I would give is to take lots of pictures. At the very end, I am actually going to start making a scrapbook of like all the things that I've done this year and just all the people I've met. And I definitely say make memories, take pictures, take videos. That is something that I think everyone should do, because it is your first year of college and you want to make the best of it. And it's going to go by so fast. And I'm telling you, me taking all the pictures that I did take, I honestly forgot about so much stuff and so many people that I met. So I think that it's important that you take pictures. And then another tip that I'd say is to read your syllabus. Read your syllabus. That is like the biggest tip I can give to someone coming in, because if you don't read your syllabus, it can get... I think it's just important to read your syllabus, because you'll know your professor's email and how to contact them. You'll also know when their office hours, when their office hours are, which is like really important if you like really need to talk to them. That's on the syllabus. And then also their grade point system. So some classes have A pluses, B pluses, minuses, all of that. And then there's some classes where it's like it's just straight A, B, C, and D. So even if you have like a really low C, you're good. You pass with a C. So I think it's really important that you look at your syllabus and know like which each class, what their grading system is, because that'll help you out a lot too. So those are just some of the tips that I have. Now I kind of just want to share some things that I'm very proud of and that I've accomplished this year. So this year I was a part of Key Community, and this is a program. I think I talked about this a few times before, but Key Communities actually allowed me to meet some of my friends. And when you are in Key Communities, you live in the dorm hall Braden. So that is actually where I was living for, when I did the previous dorm tour, I was actually living in Braden at the time. And I honestly think that being a part of that community, it is so nice, and it's so nice to know that there's other first generation students or just other students that are like me and that have some experiences. So I definitely am so happy that I did join Key Communities. Here is kind of the class picture that I took with my class. This was like the first semester, and I was just really happy, and I was really proud in this picture because I got to be able to just be a part of an inclusive environment. Like, I had other classes where I wasn't connected to everybody else, but every time I came to this specific class, this was my key class, it was just something to look forward to, basically. And I had this class every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it was actually a really easy, kind of light work class. It was kind of heavy. What we focused on was like reading articles about like indigenous groups, and then we kind of just talked about it. So it was really nice. Another big accomplishment that I achieved this year for my school year was maintaining a 3.8 GPA. I'm super happy about that, and I got to be part of this award ceremony. I'll show you guys the medal that I got. I got this medal. It says Back Scholar, and then I also was able to get this. And it was just like basically congratulations. And it's like, you know, one day I will be an alumni for CSU. So I think it's just really nice. And I was really proud of that because I worked really hard. There were days where it was rough. And I'm going to tell you something. When I first came in, when I first came to college, there was this one class that was really just kicking my tail. It was just, oh my God, awful. I had to do the most to get my grade to where it is at, to where it was. I ended up finishing the class with a B plus, which is amazing. It was not a B plus to begin with. It was so bad. It was down that low while maintaining my grades. I'm actually working 2 jobs. So this is one, and then I actually worked in the engineering building. So I just think all of that put together was just the icing on the cake. So I think it's definitely important, to just acknowledge those things. Another one is I got to work for CTV News. I did get the job, but unfortunately I had to let it go because it just was not working well with my schedule. But it was just so much fun, the training, and I got to see what it's like to be a real news anchor. So I took a lot of pictures with that, and that was just really fun all put together. So I really enjoyed going into the newsroom and just seeing everything and seeing how the news works. And I did end up finishing the program. It was only 1 week of training, and then the application came out, and then I had to apply, and then I ended up getting the job, but then my schedule was all over the place. It didn't work out, but that was a really big accomplishment for me. My last and final big one was just being able to be a part of the Rams Life YouTube channel. I've got to meet my co-creators are so sweet. The entire team, even just working the office, I am telling you guys, every time I walk into the Hartshorn building, which is where this is located, every time I walk in, they're just so sweet. I'm just guided by such great staff, and it feels nice to be a part of this team. I remember for Student Appreciation Week, they gave us a gift bag, and it came with a Ram Lego set and a fanny pack, and it was just really nice. And I definitely always feel appreciated working with the Rams Life team, and I'm just so happy. this was a great year. It really was a good year. But other than that, I just wanted to show you guys some of my accomplishments and give you guys some tips, because I know when I was in these shoes about a year ago, I didn't know what I was going to study. I didn't know what I was going to accomplish. And I think I accomplished way more than I thought I would. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out some of the other student vloggers. And I am now officially a sophomore.